All right, every time or every day at around this time, it's a segment we like to call Matty Has Questions with our very own producer, Matt Marchese. How you doing, Matty?
I'm excellent. And you know what? I'm better today because Jeff's not here.
I'll tell him you said that tomorrow.
I will say it. You know why? Because, well, you'll give me the gear, so it won't really matter after the bananas and pajamas incident yesterday.
Well, I see
Funny 'cause it's true.
You're fully tailored up now.
I had to go get a new shirt because Stewie was making fun of me. Like, I felt like that kid at school that was getting bullied because he was wearing a really bad. In Stewie's defense, it's not a great shirt. I thought it was okay. You're
looking good. For those on radio who are wondering what you're wearing a nice, looks like a polyester knit jacket.
Sure. Yeah, that's it. That's what it looks like.
You're wearing it's a nice black, how would you even describe what you're wearing? I'm not even sure.
It's a black blazer,
Yeah,
and then
the
the
black
shirt,
blazer, but the
shirt has, I don't know, it looks like it's got like arrows on it. I don't know.
It looks pretty good.
I just saw it and I was like, my wife approved of it, so.
Where'd you go, Hot Topic?
No. Stop. You know what?
I'm kidding. It's a really nice
invited
shirt.
this guy?
It's a really nice shirt.
Yeah, sure.
So Matty's got questions.
So I do have a question. And the guy that I want to talk about here, I wish he was here so he could beat up Stewie. But Ryan Reeves, we mentioned him yesterday on the show for one reason. But when he was on After Hours with Scott Oak, he talked about how he loves rivalries in sports. So what's your favorite rivalry ever in sports?
Wow. In any
sport, whichever one you want.
Well, I mean, if you want to keep on the hockey theme, I mean, Canada-Russia in the 87 series. I mean, Rendezvous 87, the Lemieux, Gretzky, that was unbelievable, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a rivalry because if you're thinking about in the big four sports leagues, but that was so much fun to watch. Thinking back to a kid, I mean, Edmonton versus Calgary, some of those showdowns. Have to go even further back to see sort of Toronto versus Montreal, although it was somewhat of a lopsided. When I was a kid, it was Montreal sweeping the Leafs in a few playoff series in a row back in the late 70s. I don't know if that would be as great a rivalry. Those are a couple that kind of pop to mind. Boston and Montreal, phenomenal, right?
Yep.
They've gone back and forth so many times. And I don't know. Stewie, you've got some.
Stewie's is the NWO versus everybody, for sure.
No, I remember watching the Rock'em Sock'em videos, and they kept showing the Detroit-Colorado fights where Patrick Roy going toe-to-toe.
With Chris Osgood.
Yeah, Lemieux's coming in, fighting guys. So for me, it was Detroit-Colorado.
He talked about it being good for sports. Do you agree that rivalries are good for sports?
Absolutely, of course. What's not to like about them? I mean, they're and sometimes they come and go. Like think about Chicago, Vancouver. There was that 3-year window where they met in the playoffs, and those
Dustin
series
Byfuglien.
were
Toronto,
absolutely
Ottawa
fierce.
too, right?
Toronto, Ottawa in the early 2000s, late 99. I mean, there was they've come and gone, and then it kind of walks away, and you got to wait till both teams get good
Canada,
again.
Russia will always hate each other.
Well, the Canada-Russia, it was deep-rooted, and it meant so much. And I mean, whether you're talking about, the original series and, talking about in 72 and 76 and everything else, but the one in 87 is one I just remember watching as a fan and as a kid, and just how everything was unfolding. It was all very exciting, all of those series.
So this is a really easy one, I think, but who's the best team in the NHL right now? Like, my pick would be Washington. I love watching them play. They're so balanced. I guess you could make the case for Boston as well. Islanders. Stewie loves the Islanders.
I picked Washington to win the Cup preseason, and I do think top to bottom, I just love their balance. I love their skill. I love their goaltending. John Carlson, I knew he was going to be good. I didn't know he was going to be as exceptional as he's been this year, but I just think, you had a great line earlier in discussing a team. You said they can, Vegas, you were talking about, they can outskill you and they can outwill you. And I look at Washington as that team that whatever, you want to drag it into the gutter, okay, we're happy with that. You want to play skill, we're happy with that too.
For me, I think it's the Islanders just based on their coaching and based on how the roster's set. They have a designated line that's out there to beat you up, to pound you, that can actually play. So there's some other team that should be looking at this blueprint and taking notes. For me, it's the Islanders.
Do you think the Islanders are the favorite to win the Stanley Cup right now?
They're the best team in the NHL right now. Yes.
Wow.
And this was 2 weeks ago. I was like, the Islanders. I took some flack on Twitter about it, but I actually studied. I actually watched a lot of games. I was actually taking notes, paying attention to the layers of the games like I'm doing with the Leafs. They're the real deal.
All right, but that's got to be recency bias, right? I mean, listen, they've won 10 in a row. I'm not saying they're not a good team, but you're going to say they're the best team in the National Hockey League?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm not taking his side anymore. He makes fun of me too much. So I'm with you. Okay, so Sidney Crosby and Connor McDavid excluded from this. You have to pick one forward, one defenseman, and one goalie to start your team. Who are they?
Wait, one forward,
One
goalie?
defenseman, and a goalie. And you can't pick McDavid or Crosby because those are pretty automatic.
You want to go first? Too? I can go if you're.
Go ahead. Yes, I'm thinking.
Well, my
about
forward's
this.
Nathan McKinnon.
Yep.
I love Nathan McKinnon's game. I say that quickly. There's a lot of great options. But I'll take Nathan McKinnon. Defenseman, and we're starting a team, right? So
Yep.
Age and everything factors in. Cale Makar. I guess I'll keep on that.
Colorado.
Colorado team. I mean, I was thinking McAvoy. I was thinking Quinn Hughes. I was thinking Seth Jones. But goalie, ooh, that's tough. Goalie. I guess maybe right now, Binnington, right? 25 years old, I think.
Yep.
That might be it.
For me, Austin Matthews, top 3 player in the NHL. He's not 3. Victor Hedman and Carey Price.
Still going with Carey there.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I mean, I'm building a team.
Oh, I'm winning a cup.
What would you take, Matty?
I would go with, I feel like I got to go with McKinnon. I really love Charlie McAvoy as well. Goalie's the toughest one
That
because
is.
they're.
And I said Binnington, and I'm not sure.
I don't know if I have that answer. I might lean towards Stewie, even though I hate agreeing with him today. It might be Carey Price. If you build the right team with him, it's a really interesting debate.
We got to continue this. That actually, I like Matty has
Great
questions.
debate.
We don't have answers, but Matty has questions.
I try.
It's going to be fun tonight. Detroit and the Rangers, and then, of course, St. Louis and Edmonton on Sportsnet, 8 p.m. Eastern. Scotiabank Wednesday night hockey. Great action. Thanks for being here. This is fun, Matty. We got to have a longer segment with you, though. No?
Oh, no, we don't want too long. No. Nobody needs
keep
that
them
kind of
wanting more?
negativity in their life.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This was Hockey Central. Enjoy your pucks tonight. Islanders.